Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber and I love all things handbag related, with a little bit of emphasis on the brands Vera, Bradley, and Lug. I also occasionally, rarely, do some content related to concealed carry and how that works with all of these beautiful bags that I love. So if any of that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. So today's video is the long-awaited Vera Bradley multi-strap shoulder bag compared to the Vera Bradley pleated multi-strap satchel. So in this video we are going to go over all the measurements, all the hardware features, what they have in common, what they differ on, fabrics that they're available in, all the details, and then at the end I'm going to fill both of them up and we're going to see if they hold the same amount or if one holds more than the other. So let's get started with measurements. Okay, so I did have to take some notes just to make this video a little bit quicker. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to keep one bag in the frame at a time, and beside that bag you're going to see a screen pop up and I'm going to list all the measurements that I'm talking about. And then once I've listed everything for both, then I'll pop the screen back in and put them side by side so you can see. So let's start with the multi-strap shoulder bag. This one in particular is in the Performance Twill Olive Leaf. So we start with the multi-strap shoulder bag. The measurements for this bag. Another thing I want to mention really quickly is that I manually measured all of these. Every measurement that you're going to hear is something that I manually measured when the bag was full. So it may not match up to what you see on the website. These are just the measurements that I found for myself when I filled both of these bags up. So, alright, so for the multi-strap shoulder bag, the length is 11. The height is 10. And the depth, how deep the bag is this way, is 4.75 inches. The strap drop on these shorter straps from the very top of this strap to the top of the bag right here is 7.25 inches. This bag comes with a removable, fully adjustable longer strap. At its shortest length, it is 31 inches from the tip of the hardware to the tip of the hardware on the other end. At its longest setting, it is 54 inches. The length of the opening for the front pocket here is 9 inches. The length of the opening on the back pocket is 4 inches. The zip across the top of this bag is 13 inches from where it stops on each side. Now, for the pleated multi-strap satchel, this bag is 13 inches long by 10 inches tall by 5.25 inches deep. The front pocket opening right here is 7 inches across. The back pocket, no, I apologize, not 7, 8. The front pocket opening here has an 8-inch opening. The same with this back pocket. It is also an 8-inch opening. The strap drop for the shorter straps from the very top to the top of the bag is 7 inches. This bag also comes with an adjustable, removable crossbody strap. At its shortest length, it is about 31 inches, and at its longest length, it's about 54 inches. So, both bags have the exact same length strap, regardless of whether it's the shortest setting or the longest. Okay, now really quickly, I'm going to pop those screens up and show you the measurements side by side for each style bag so that you can compare them. Feel free to pause the video if you really want to examine those really closely. Otherwise, we're going to keep going and we're just going to compare these bags. So, first and foremost, let's talk about fabrics. The multi-strap shoulder bag is available in the recycled cotton and the performance twill. You have about 15 different color or pattern options with this style currently. The pleated multi-strap satchel is a new style from Vera Bradley, but it is currently only available in the recycled cotton, and you have about 6 different color or pattern options with this style. So you get many, many more with your multi-strap shoulder bag, but it's also been around quite a bit longer. Alright, if we start to just compare the two bag styles, let's start on the very front. Let's look at these straps. On your multi-strap shoulder bag, you can see that you have the little hardware fixtures on here. That allows your straps to lay down completely flat against the bag. The pleated multi-strap satchel does not have those hardware pieces on your shorter straps. Although these shorter straps do lay pretty flat against the bag. The other thing to note is both of these have a magnetic front pocket. The opening to the magnetic front pocket is bigger on the multi-strap shoulder bag, so you can tuck the straps in if you so choose to do so. That will work on both styles of bag on the front. If we flip it to the back, the multi-strap shoulder bag only has that 4-inch opening for your back pocket, whereas the pleated still has that 8-inch opening. So the straps, the shorter straps, can be tucked in on both sides with your pleated multi-strap. Not so much with your regular multi-strap shoulder bag. I'm just going to start saying this one and that one, because those are mouthfuls. Alright, if we start to look at the top zipper closure to the main part of the bags, this one has what I like to call like a pseudo breakaway zipper, meaning this does not cover the entire top of your bag. It is open a little bit here, it is open a little bit here. The zipper does extend past the end of the bag. It's got that little tail piece. Now this style, you have a complete and total full zip closure across the top. The zipper again extends past the end of the bag and you get that little tail piece. Both of those little tails can be tucked in the bag, so whether you want them sticking out or not is completely a personal choice. But this one has a complete and total zip closure across the top, and it's also got a little bit of a dome shape to it. This one again is a little bit recessed, has those openings on the end, so not a complete and total full zip closure, but I've never had an issue with it. Alright, your Vera Bradley label on this one in particular is the Performance 12 version, so you get that kind of metal Vera Bradley label across the front of this one. And on this one, am I showing you the front? Yeah, you get that recycled cotton little tab that's sewn onto the side. If we look at the zipper pulls on both, on your multi-strap shoulder bag, you get a ribbon zipper pull. You can see it's got that ribbed texture, nothing written on it anywhere. For the pleated, you have a ribbon zipper pull, not quite as ribbed. Again, nothing written on this style anywhere either. Now, if we start to compare the actual hardware on the bags, you're going to see another difference. So again, this is the Performance Twill one in the multi-strap shoulder bag. And this has kind of a brushed nickel finish to it. Whereas on your pleated, if you can see the difference there, this is the pleated is the recycled cotton again, and you have much more of a shiny silver hardware. So I hope you can see the difference there on those. But these both have pretty small little D-rings. If you can see there, I don't know how well I'm showing this to y'all, but if you can see there, the hardware or the little D-rings is actually a little bit larger on the Performance 12 multi-strap shoulder bag than it is on the pleated multi-strap satchel.
but both of them have fairly small D-rings as historically compared to what Vera Bradley used to use. Okay, let's pull these straps back in for a minute. You're going to see that the fixtures, other than the color, are identical for both of these bag styles. Again, this is your Performance Twill strap, so it has that brushed nickel finish, whereas the recycled cotton strap has a much shinier silver. But you can see that they have the same type of hardware. It's the same shapes, but the recycled cotton is just a tiny bit smaller. And the other thing that I'm going to say is that these straps are kind of a pain in the ass when you go to adjust them. They just are. The end of your strap over here that runs through this end, it's not a smooth transition. The strap is nearly as wide as the actual hardware, so it doesn't glide through there super smoothly. You get resistance, and it's the same on this recycled cotton strap. Can you see how it likes to try to catch a little bit? Not catch, that's not the right word. But there's just definitely some resistance. It's not a smooth glide through there. And it's because the hardware is just about as wide as the straps are. So that's the same on both of these. So let's look at overall features and then we'll see what fits. So both bags, as I've shown you, have the adjustable, removable, longer straps that are identical in length. They have the exact same looking type hardware. The recycled cotton strap is just a tiny bit smaller. The other thing that I can compare for you really quickly is the size of the straps themselves. I'm going to try to line these up the best I can to show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, but the pleated multi-strap strap is just a tad bit wider than the recycled cotton strap. Not a ton, but just a little bit, if you can see there. Okay, so now let's compare overall features. They both have that same removable strap. They both, if I can pull them out, they both have the shorter grab handles or crook of the arm handles, just your shorter handles. Again, the multi-strap shoulder bag is attached with the little hardware pieces. The pleated multi-strap is sewn directly on. They both have a magnetic front pocket. The front pocket opening on this one is just a tiny bit longer, 1 inch longer to be exact. And they're both magnetic. Along the back side, they also both have a pocket again, but on this one, it is just a slip pocket, no magnetic closure, and it's got a 4-inch opening. On this one, it is the exact same as the front, a magnetic pocket with an 8-inch opening. Both have the zip closure, but we've compared how those are different. And the inside of both of these bags are the exact same. 2 slip pockets, 1 zip pocket. You can clearly see they have a different shape. The multi-strap shoulder bag overall has more of a, it's a more squared off shape. You have more defined lines, whereas the pleated multi-strap is curvier. It's got that little bit of a domed top to it, and when it is full, because I do have this stuffed right now, you can see the zipper kind of sticks out just a little bit, and then the body of the bag actually curves back in and then curves back out. So this bag it doesn't have those super straight lines that this one does. This one is a curvier, what I would consider probably a more feminine shape. So now that we went over all the features, what they have in common, what they have different, or what's different about them, we're going to pack them up and see what holds what. So this is my actual current bag right now, but I don't have it completely stuffed full. So I'm going to grab a few more items so that I can stuff it completely full, and then we'll compare. Alright, so I have shoved this Performance Twill multi-strap shoulder bag completely full. You can see it is beefed up there. I packed it completely full. And for the sake of being fair, I'm not using pockets. Anything that I had in this outside slip pocket here, I took that out. The only thing that I've left in any of the outside pockets, or the inside pockets for that matter, is my cell phone case. Just for, you know, we always all try to put our cell phone on the outside of the bag, I feel like, so I just left that there. But for the sake of comparing capacity to capacity, I'm not using any pockets. We're just going to see what the inside of this bag will hold compared to the inside of that one. Because I feel like when you start packing pockets, you can interfere with what will actually fit, or you'll get gaps here, gaps there. So I just want to see if you need to shove everything in the kitchen sink in these bags, which one is going to hold more. So that's exactly what I've done. So I'm going to unzip this one, and I'm going to start pulling these items out, and I'm going to show you what I've put in here. Then I'm going to take all those same items, and we're going to see if we can pack them in here, if it'll hold the same amount, if the items won't fit, or if we can get more in there. So I'm going to unzip it, give you an overview, and we'll get to it. So you can see it is completely full. So first things, I have my keys right on top. I have an on a roll type case from the older style 4-piece cosmetic set. That is in Deep Night Paisley. I have my mints. I have my current wallet, which is a Lug Metro XL. I have a 16.9 ounce bottle of water. I have the clamshell cosmetic piece from the 4-piece cosmetic organizer. I have a Lug, what are these called? I don't know. It's their reusable Eco Shopper. I have a Lug Eco Shopper in there. I have another little tiny zip pouch that just has like cough drops and candy in it. I have a king-size Reese cup because I keep one of these with me all the time now for if I get hangry. I have my little screen wiper, 2 pens, notebook, more keys that I didn't even realize were in there, a little manicure set, cute little manicure set, hand sanitizer. All the stuff that I had in this front pocket, I just threw inside. My chapstick, my tissue case, my tech case that is currently serving as my little catch-all pouch. I'm still going. My little Vera Bradley keepsake thing I showed y'all a while back with my medicine. Pocket knife, mini deodorant, and the bag is now empty. So there's a look at the interior. Such a pretty interior. Alright, so all these items that I had in there, I'm just going to scoot them to the side, and we're going to see if they'll go in the pleated multi-strap satchel if I don't knock it all off. Alright, so for demonstration, I had this stuffed with my my daughter's cute little unicorn robe. She absolutely loves this thing. She wears it every morning when we get ready for school. So I just shoved it in there to fill the bag out for you guys. Alright, let's get started. Let's pack this up. I'm going to start with the bigger items. 16.9 ounce water bottle. Easily sits off to the side there. No problem. Tech pouch catch-all on roll case. Wallet. manicure set. And I am packing this one a lot nicer than I had that one packed. I just had stuff shoved in there. The Clamshell Cosmetic tissue case. I'm going to start throwing some of these smaller items in the bottom because they'll just kind of fill in holes and things. Eco Shopper. Another thing I should probably mention that I forgot is because of the way that these two bags zip up, this zip has just a tiny bit of a recess, but where it's that kind of pseudo breakaway zip, you get more width across the top of this bag style. Whereas, since this one comes to a complete, or a zip at the top of the bag, you don't have as much width at the top of this bag. It's going to come to more of a point. So while this one has a little bit more of, it's still got a bit of a triangular shape, but it's wider at the top, whereas this one completely closes at the top. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Alright, the pens, the Reese cup, because we ain't leaving that one out. Notebook, screen wipe, keys, more keys, little zip pouch thing, mints, and chapstick. So everything that I had in the multi-strap is now in here. Let's see if it'll zip. And it zips easily. So let's throw a few more things in and see how it goes. So this is a little clear, like mini dome sized cosmetic that I picked up. Let's see if that'll fit. Just laying on top. Let's just see if it'll zip. Yep, that'll zip. Oh, forgot the phone case. Let's just shove it in the back because that's where I had it on this one. In there, magnetic closes, no problem. So we still got a little bit more room. Let's find something else to throw in here. I don't know if this is actually going to fit, but we're going to try it. This is a larger bottle of lotion, so let's see. If I just kind of lay it on there, or lay it on top there, let's see if it'll still zip. And it did. Alright. So let's just throw a couple small things on the side. A headband, which I could have got the headband in the multi-strap shoulder bag too, but some of those telly tie things we'll just throw on the end. I don't know, another notebook. We're pretty much at the top of this bag now, but it still zips. But that's pretty much the stopping point. You can see this baby is she is crammed full. So in the battle of who's gonna hold the more, the pleated multi-strap satchel actually holds a little more than the multi-strap shoulder bag. So if you were curious about what these might hold or which one was going to hold more, the pleated multi-strap actually came out on top. I'm surprised. I thought that they were going to hold about the same amount. I thought they were going to hold about the same amount, but yeah, the pleated multi-strap satchel will actually hold just a little bit more. So, interesting. So that's my video for today, y'all. We've compared the features, we've looked at the hardware, all of the different fabrics these come in. I've given you all the measurements I could think to give you. We've packed them both up to see what would fit. Yeah. So granted, we didn't really take into account these outside pockets, but in all fairness, you're still gonna have more room in the outside pockets of your pleated multi-strap because you've got the larger pocket on the back versus the smaller cell phone size pocket on your multi-strap. If I had to pick which one is my absolute favorite out of these two currently, I would still pick the pleated multi-strap satchel, and it's for one reason and one reason only. Two reasons, and two reasons only.
The first one being, this bag style is available in Performance Twill. This one is not. The Performance Twill is my favorite fabric that Vera Bradley offers right now. So, hands down, generally speaking, I'm going to pick the Performance Twill over the recycled cotton, unless they just come out in some recycled cotton fabric print that I can't resist, like the Rose Twill. The second reason being, even though these shorter straps on the pleated multi-strap satchel do lay flat against the bag without any issue, I still like the function and look of the hardware pieces on the multi-strap shoulder bag. So I still like the multi-strap shoulder bag just a little bit more for those two reasons, but I really like both of these bag styles. I think that they both carry everything that I need and more. They're both extremely functional. They're both extremely comfortable. They both have these fabulous grab handles. They both have the long adjustable and removable shoulder crossbody straps. They have great openings. The visibility is really, really nice in them. They have internal organization that is identical, 2 slip pockets, 1 zip pocket. They're both a satchel style bag, which is currently my favorite. Yeah, I like both of these bag styles, but if I had to pick one today, right now, I would still go with my multi-strap shoulder bag because I can get it in Performance Twill and because I really like these hardware pieces on the shorter straps. If they bring out the pleated multi-strap satchel in Performance Twill, they would probably be neck and neck for me. I don't think I would be able to pick a favorite at that point. Even without the little hardware pieces on the shorter straps, they would probably be neck and neck for me if I could get them in the same fabric. So that's it. That is my review comparison. What fits, the whole 9 yards for these two bag styles. I hope that you guys have found this helpful if you were wanting this information about these two bag styles. I hope I was able to answer any questions that you may have had. And if I didn't, if you still have more questions, then feel free to ask me, and I will do my very, very best to answer those for you. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you guys have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, leave me a message down below because I love to chat with y'all. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.